Global Voices was created to offer a platform to blogs nobody ever talked about and nobody read, and which were on page 140 of the Google research, right? So at the time, only America, North America, Europe and Japan and Korea had broadband and easy access to new technologies. So it was decided to sort of translate from the original languages blogs nobody cared about and nobody had ever heard about, from Ethiopia, from Vanuatu, from Australia, Madagascar, etc., and bring them on a sort of well-known platform such as Global Voice to give them, to make them shine. And then, of course, it grew bigger and bigger, and once upon a time, someone said, but we should have, not everyone speaks English, we should have a French version. And this is when, thanks to Alice and Sami, both Global Voices from the first hours, we had a French version, then a Spanish version, etc. Now we're talking about Global Voices in French, and what we did, hopefully, to help MENA and European, Europe communicate. Now you have to know that in France, we are very familiar with the North African, the NA part of MENA, because of course we have a long colonial stretch of history together with Algeria, Morocco, Tunisia, and Lebanon, and because we have a lot of, we had for 40 years, Moroccan, Tunisian, and Algerian were the biggest migrant groups in France, right? So we're very familiar. There's lots of communication, but we in France, we don't know practically anything about the Middle East part of MENA, because save for conflicts, of course, Palestine, Israel, presidential election, we don't know anything about it. So Global Voices allowed us, even us translators, we always translate from English to in that case in French, to discover a new world and to share it with French, first with French bloggers, and then when the site Global Voices in French became a little bit known through media, it allowed us to share daily life and daily thoughts about things we didn't know. So we didn't know, for instance, on a very sensitive subject in France, we had never heard of hijab blogs, hijab blogging, about the fashion couturier, advising on how to wear the hijab. That was a big discovery. We did not know anything about the Emirates. We did not know that the cupcakes were all the rages right now in the Emirates, right? Cupcakes for Ramadan, cupcakes, apparently it's the rage. So we discovered and made French bloggers discover that it was not only conflicts and multilateral, political news that you read on the Financial Times or on the BBC News. It was something else. It was daily life, right? And now to give you a few stats, thanks to Suzanne, we mercifully had a few stats. From last September to last November 11th, in Global Voices in French, there were 113 posts translated about MENA countries. There were 100 posts, out of 100 posts on MENA, tagged MENA. 113 MENA countries were mentioned, and the first one was Egypt. Don't ask me why, but Egypt is very active. So another stat, which is very important, about the importance of translation. Out of 100 posts on Global Voices in English, it led to 319 translation in sister site, in foreign language, in 19 languages.